toe squat. Hero's pose rather. So hero's pose, you can draw your knees together and your feet together so the tops of your feet are pressing into the mat, and you're just gonna take a seat. If you would like, go ahead and take a block. You can spread your legs, your heels wider rather, and squeeze that block in between your heels and sit back down. That's just a little extra support, so take it if you want. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Settle in with however you're resting. And maybe let your eyes drift closed. Just make sure you sit up nice and tall. Start to let your shoulders soften and let the wandering mind start to just become more present. And we'll find some box breathing today. So picking a magic number, I'm gonna just throw out the number 4. So your inhales, your exhales, and the pauses in between your inhales and exhale breaths will all be a 4 count. So whenever you're ready to start, we'll breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, and start counting for yourself. Remember to keep that pause. Same length exhale. And again with that gentle pause at the bottom. About 2 more cycles of your box breathing. And with your last full box breath in, fill your belly fill up, pressing forward as you inhale. Now holding at the top. And when you exhale, feel the breath leave your lungs first and then all the way down through the belly. And holding for that last pause at the bottom. And then bringing your breath back to a natural rhythm, whatever more natural is for you. Fully breathing in and out of your nose. And let's take one more full deep breath in. Feel your belly rise under your palm. And breath out, feel the heart and the constriction of the diaphragm underneath your hands. You can gently blink open your eyes. We're gonna sit forward just a little bit so we can tuck our toes this time and come to the toe squat now. And maybe you notice your toes splay out, so you might give them a little press in to splay them back together. And then here's where if you wanted a strap, you can take it. We're gonna find some arch your arms, starting with your right arm up. Then bend at the elbow so the elbow stays up and tap the back of your shoulder blade. And your lower palm can come behind your low back, maybe reaching up, maybe capture the fingers and give a little squeeze, hugging everything in. Or maybe you just grab your shirt, or again, if you had a belt or a strap or something you were using today, the towel, anything works, you can go ahead and grab onto that. And we wanna keep the elbows, the forearms, the biceps hugging into our bodies. So if this arm's splaying out at the top, snug it back in towards your elbow. Same thing with the lower arm, or your ear rather. Snuggle it down in towards your ribs and your torso. And sitting nice and upright with your spine. It's warming up the ankles, stretching the soles of the feet, and opening up our heart, the side bodies here. Just taking one more breath in, stretching our sweet arms. And on the exhale, you can release that. We're gonna switch to the other side, taking your left elbow or arm up, bending at the elbow, right palm below you, either capturing and interlacing, maybe grabbing at the fingertips, or hugging onto your shirt or a belt. And if your ankles are feeling like it's just too much, at any time you can come out, maybe pitter patter, and then either go back in, or you can just go ahead and take a seat without having that toe tuck. Just listen to what your body needs here. We're not here for too much longer, just one more cycle of breath, and remember to hug the arms into your body. Squeeze them in so you're trying to get one solid welded line. Take one more breath in. And on the exhale, release your arms. And shake them out, roll them out, whatever you need, whatever you need. And let's come to tabletop. Tabletop, we'll have just 2 rounds of cat-cow. So as you breathe in, go ahead and dip the belly down, reach back through the sits bones, reach forward through the crown. And as you exhale, squeeze your core and knit your ribs in, round your spine towards the ceiling, chin to chest. And one more time like that, feeling the stretch and opening across the front line, breathe in. And then the rounding in the back, breathe out. Come back to tabletop pose, tuck your toes. And then find your way to downward facing dog, hips high, pedaling it out. It's getting a little love right here, waking up the legs. Try to let your neck hang kind of neutral, maybe biceps by the ears. Lift and lower your heels. Feel and listen for all those cracks and creaks. If it's your first down dog of day, I definitely have those. Nice, then press through your palms. Send your heart towards your thighs. Take a big breath in. And open mouth side out. And come back down towards your tabletop pose, knees towards the mat, but just to a hover. So you're gonna hover the knees, heels high, press the earth away, get a long spine. Knit your ribs in, pull your navel up towards your spine. And just hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, knees down in 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring your knees down. We're gonna take our right sole of foot forward between our palms. So you might have to carry it there, maybe just float it there. And then slowly, slowly, slowly rise up. You can keep your palms on your thighs. Coming into our crescent moon, arms up overhead. And if you have a block, you might want to use it here again on your right side if you would like. Just take a big breath in. And on your exhale, bring your right palm down. It's a side body stretch. You want to keep the hips level, the front knee tracking forward over your front 2 toes. And again, you can use a block or maybe hand to your hip, or maybe reaching all the way towards the ground, whatever floats your boat here. Just reach to open up, feeling that space from hip to rib to shoulder, all the way through the arms, even down the side of your leg. Nice, on your inhale, come all the way back up. On your exhale, take a bind behind your back. So we're gonna interlace our fingers here and actively roll your shoulders down. Finding a little back bend, draw your palms down as you lift your heart up. Keep hugging your inner thighs so your hips stay stable. Breath in. On your exhale, it's a baby humble warrior. Start to fold forward. Maybe your shoulder greets your knee. Keep your knee tracking forward over the toes. Maybe you bow your chin to chest. And actively squeeze your palms together and lift your shoulder blades away from the ears, so up towards the ceiling. Finding breath and still hugging the inner thighs. So left hip pulling forward, right hip pulling back. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Actively press through your foot and shin as you inhale, come back up. And on your exhale, taking your right arm across your body, your left arm comes up to hook it, just a little stretch. Just a nice little stretch here. So the shoulder kind of wants to roll out to that right side. We want to let the shoulder open between the shoulder blade and the spine, that muscle, but don't yank your shoulder forward in any sort of twist. Try to keep the shoulders level over the hips. Nice. Just take another breath in. Another breath out. And when you're ready, release that. Come down and plant your left palm under your shoulder. You can tuck your toes, lift your knee. We'll find a grounded twist. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Just find a couple breaths right here. We're going to find some active rotation of the shoulder so you can sweep it forward and down 3 circles. Try to keep your hips level and stop at the top and then take that direction backwards. Just 3 circles. Nice. Now at the last time here, reach up, breath in, palm down, breath out, put your back knee down, half split, send your hips back so they're level, and extend your right heel forward. Maybe you want to tuck the back toes. You can double pad the knee if you'd like. Palms can support you under your shoulders, and flex your toes back towards your heart. Just breathe to stretch your hamstring, your calf, even the quad right here. Trying to keep the spine long. Heart magnetized towards the toes. Spout another cycle of breath. And if you'd like to, you can actively walk your palms over to the right. Just give yourself a little love. Your toes might start to point to the right too. That's okay. Keep a micro bend in the knee as much as you need. And you can counter that by walking over to the left side also if you would like. And we're going to come right back through center, hinge forward so you can plant your foot and step back to your high plank. Lift your back knee, tuck the toes. Hold your high plank here. Nice long active line of energy from heel to crown. Now you can either stay or you can jog out your knees. tapping one at a time to the ground or just almost to the ground. And we're just going to be here for 8, 7, 6, 5, knitting the ribs in, last 4, 3, downward facing dog in 2, and 1, press it up and back. Take a breath in, let a breath out. Inhale, come forward to your tabletop. And exhale, bring your left foot forward between your hands. Slowly walk yourself up and give yourself that nice reach overhead. Breath in. And on your exhale, bringing your opposite arm down for that nice side body stretch. And again, you can use a block if you would like for this side. Maybe your hand comes to your hip. Just reach up and out, really getting a nice oblique stretch. Side lateral. Last breath in. Last breath out. Come up through center. And go ahead and take that bind behind your back. We're doing the same thing. We want to balance it out. So actively draw your knuckles towards the ground. Lift your heart. Maybe gaze up at the sky, a little back bend. Inhale. And then a little fold as you exhale to a humble warrior variation. Hug your knee in towards your body rather than letting it drift off and outer. And squeeze your elbows up and your shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your chin just slightly so you can let your head hang neutral. Find your breath, pull your right hip forward, in line with your left. Last breath in. Last breath out. And inhale, slowly rise up, press through your foot and shin. Then exhale, take your left arm across, capture it with your right, just a little nice opening squeeze. A little nice squeeze for the arm. Getting in the rhomboids back there. Doing some job, one more breath in. And out. All right, friends, bring your palms to the ground, tuck your toes. Right palm is under your shoulder, find your grounded twist, left arm to the sky. Try to keep your hips level and just really open up through the heart. Keep some space between the shoulder blades so they don't collapse in on one another. Then add on your arm circles. Get into the shoulder socket, the rotator cuff. Take your time, let them be slow. Just 3 in one direction. Keep your back heel high. And when you get to the top of 3, 3 in the opposite direction. Nice and slow, make some room here. Last one, stop at the top, breath in. And palm down, breath out, back knee down, half splits. Extend your left heel forward, flex your toes towards your heart. Keep that long spine. I like to think of halfway lifts right here. Inhale to get long, get that length out of the hip sockets. And then the exhale, you can fold a little deeper. An option to walk your palms over to the left, keep the toes flexed, a little active stretch. Maybe you take it back over to the other side, a counter stretch. And then come right back through center. Last breath in, last breath out. And then hinge forward, plant your palms. Find your high plank, step your feet back. You're gonna hold our high plank actively, navel to spine. And just hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, down dog in 2, and 1, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. And on your exhale, walk or hop forward to a fold. Find a halfway lift, get long through your spine. Fold again, ragdoll at the bottom. You can grab any sort of bind or let your arms sway. Nod your head yes and no. Just get the spine long. Nice. And pause through center. Bend your knees, rounded spine. Inhale, slowly round all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders down your back once or twice. And then opposite direction once or twice. And bring your hands to your heart. Stand nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Nice job, friends. Circle sweep your arms down, around, and up with an inhale, mountain pose. And on your exhale, chair, sit back into your heels. And from here, you can bring your hands to your heart. Want to engage the inner thighs together. We're just going to find some pulses at the bottom. So actively press your palms and just a couple inches up and down. Squeeze the butt, weight in the heels. And you can feel the whole engagement of the core as you knit your ribs in and bring your belly, squeeze it up and back on the spine. Feel your butt squeeze as you press your feet down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, heel raises in 2, and 1. So you can stand all the way up, lift your heels, bring your heels down, up and down, up and down. Actively press into the balls of your feet, squeeze your booty, and lift your heels, squeeze the calves. Just 8, 7, heels go straight up and down. Last 5, 4, 3, chair pose to pulse it out again in 2, and 1, heels down, find your chair. Let's pulse again, squeeze your butt, press the feet down, feel the energy right up for 8, 7, 6, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it nice and low right here. Starting with the right leg, point your toe, we're gonna tap and come right back. Tap and back. So we're really stabilizing our left leg. Keep your knee tracking forward over the toes. Just tap. Point your toe, tap. Tap. Nice work. For 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, come to standing in 3, and 2, and 1. We'll stand up, breath in, and on your exhale, step your right foot back to that crescent lunge with the knee down. So we're gonna pulse it out right here. Lift and lower the back knee, keep that front knee tracking so you can see the front toes. Hands can come to hips if you'd prefer, or you can keep them at your heart. We want the spine long. Back heel is high. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, we're gonna step forward and 1, step forward, and then take it back. So now we're doing our reverse lunges. You can go back as far as you want, or just keep it, nice and compact. We wanna let the knee come down and rise back up in control, still stabilizing. Woo! Nice job. For 8, 7, last 6, and 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last 1, bring it on up. Here we go, we're gonna point the toe, stand up, and have a leg pulse raise. Now you can point that toe, try to keep your left side body long. Maybe even rotate the heel out a little bit, like 45-degree toe in, so you can feel that side butt light up, and the inner thighs light up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2 feet down in 4, 3, 2, let's go to pulses, feet together, pulse it down. 1 or 2 inches of movement here, very subtle, very small. Squeeze it all, squeeze it all. Nice, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, heel raises in 3, 2, 1. Rise up, down, down. You can do whatever you want with your hands. They can stay at your heart. You can bring them to your hips. Just lift and lower your heels. Actively squeeze your calves. 8 more, 7, 6, 5. Pulse again in 3, 2, and 1. Let's find that chair pulse. Squeeze the butt. Nice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Left leg taps out in 2, and 1. Let's tap, point the toe, bring it in. Point and squeeze. I'm going to squeeze the inner thighs in, and you're really stabilized now on that right leg. Left toe points and squeezes in. 8 more. 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's step it back. Find your pulse, double lunge. Pulse it right here, back knee down. So front knee tracking forward. Try to keep your ears, shoulders, and hips in one line. Hug the navel in, hug your inner thighs. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Step forward in 3, 2, 1. Step forward and then right back. Forward and back. Stabilized on the right leg. Reverse lunges. Again, take it back as far as you want, or keep it a little more compact. Either way, mind your movement. Whew. Last 8, 7, 6, nice job, just 5, 4, 3, 2, through center, and 1, stand up, pulse that leg. Whoo, a little lateral raise. Squeeze the side butt. So you're gonna feel it light up as you lift. Lock up your quad, so lift the kneecap. Flex your toes or point, up to you. Let's get engagement from the inner thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 feet down. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank on your mat. Step your feet back. Jog out those legs for 8, 7, 6, 5. Come to your left side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to your left hip. Forehead, or not forehead, but side of head, rested in your hands. Bring that top leg long. We're gonna lift and lower again. Squeeze it up. Squeeze. So just let your head be heavy and comfortable in your hand. Let's point the toe now. Feel the quad light up and keep the heel about in line with the glute. So you can squeeze your butt and feel the legs working. 8 more, 7, 6, 5, hold it up in 4. We're gonna pulse in 3, 2, hold it up right here on 1, small pulse, just a couple of inches movement. For 4, 3, holding it up, small circles in 2, and 1. Now go forward with some real small circles. You might need to bend your lower leg a little more to stabilize you, and that's fine. Some small circles, hold it up about hip height or shoulder height for 4, 3, go backwards in 2, and 1. Reverse circles, hold it up. Really point through your toes. Reverse circles, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring this back leg down, sole of foot down, extend your bottom leg. Let's lift and lower that bottom leg. Whoo. Point your toe, use the inner thigh, squeeze it up. You can roll back on the hip a little bit more if you need, which will open and expose your heart a little bit. Whatever you need, we want to use the inseam arch of the foot and the leg to lift to the sky. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hold it up in 3, 2, 1, hold it here. Small pulse, just a few inches for 4, 3, knee to elbow in 2, and 1. Squeeze your knee in extend. In and extend. Keep the sole of your foot, or rather the arch, exposed to the sky. Kick, breathe, squeeze in and kick out. Last 4, 3, squeeze and hold it out in 2, and 1. Now we're gonna bend the heel towards the opposite leg and kick. Squeeze, kick, squeeze, kick. You've still got to lift here, back on the hip as much as you need, actively, so the arch of your foot is right up and down towards the sky for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg down. Woo! Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to your other side. Roll on your hip. Come to your right hip. Lower down so you can support your head in your hands. And let's lift and lower our bottom leg right here. Nice. Woo. Oh, final push. This is the balance of both legs here. Point through your toes. Feel the squeeze on your adductors. It's the glute min and med, the little side butt, quote unquote. Right here for 8, 7, 6, just 5. Pulse it up in 4, 3. Get a nice lift here in 2, and 1. Hold it up, the small pulse. So point your toe, feel the glutes squeeze, and just pulse a couple inches up and down. 4, 3, small circles in 2, and 1. Now the smallest little circles going forward. Forward circles. Hold your leg up, point your toe. Last 4, 3, opposite direction in 2, and 1. Whoo, switch it out, go backwards, little circles. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take that foot down, extend your bottom leg here, lift and lower that leg, pulse it up, Point your toe. Again, if you need to rock back a little bit more on your hip, that's just fine. Squeeze it up. Keep the inseam of the leg and the arch coming up and down towards the sky. Nice job. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it up. 2. Pulse it out on 1. Small pulses. We love these small pulses. They are effective. Last 4, 3. We're going to bend our knee to our elbow in 2 and 1. Bend it in. Extend. Bend and extend. Keeping the inseam so it faces the sky. Nice work. Last 4. Keeping your heel rather up high. 3, 2, 1. Now bend your heel, tap your other leg, and keep it out. Tap, extend. Tap, extend. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg down. Go ahead and roll to your back. Lay on your back. We've got some bridge pulse booty work. We're almost there. So take your feet so your knees are at about a 45-degree angle. The feet are angled down. Tuck your shoulders under your back. Big breath in. As you exhale, press through your feet. Lift your booty to the sky. Keep your chin off of your chest. Maybe walk your shoulders underneath you even more. We're just going to lower to a tap and squeeze up. Hips lower and lift. Actively squeezing the butt cheeks. Getting the glutes to actively engage. Try to press forward through your shins. Chin stays off of chest. Keep your gaze at the sky. Squeeze your butt at the top. For 8 more. Last 6. An extra tight squeeze at the top for 4, 3. Pulsing at the top in 2. And 1 right here, small, just up and down a couple of inches. Extra squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, hold it up. Really squeeze tight. Squeeze a little tighter, get a little more lift. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your up back, mid back, and low back, and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. You gently rock side to side. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. You're ready, grab behind your thighs. Point your toes overhead. Maybe you grab your calves and start to pull. Maybe your hips lift a little bit. Just get a stretch across the legs. Nice, then let your pelvis rest on the ground. Happy baby, grab the feet or the thighs. Maybe extend your legs here. Gently rock a couple of times. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Knees to chest, friends, grab behind your thighs, rock and roll 3 or 4 times. Rock and roll all the way up to a forward fold. So plant your feet and your palms come into that fold. Bring your feet hips width, find one last ragdoll, swaying side to side or taking any bind you might need. Pause through center, walk your feet in hips width or big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, folds. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing mountain. Hands overhead, breath in. Hands to heart, breath out. Thanks for being here. Happy half and half class. Namaste. Happy Friday, friends. Woo! Just a quick little butt kicker. Nothing too crazy, but I think it's just the right amount. Right amount to get our hair a little messy. Right amount to get us a little bit flushed.
It was a butt kicker. I could feel it.